Hey, what's going on, guys? Junior here, and I'm back again. I'm just back again for another reaction video, another viewer request, and to make all of your lives significantly better, as is par for the course for everything I do, for everybody in the entire universe, every day. Now you might be wondering what could possibly have brought me back out of my fabled retirement to make another one of these truly significant videos. And that would be the lead singer of Dawn of Ashes. Once again has reached out to me on Instagram. They have a new music video out, EMDR, and he asked me to react to it. And you might be asking me, what have you been doing in the meantime? You're in a different house. Again, that's true. I survived the bodybuilding show, as you can tell by my face not being so model looking anymore, unfortunately. And I'm in a different house. It's been a whole 10 months or so, guys. Like, a lot's happened. I've been focusing a lot more on my business. You can see this is the demo reel for RuneGate Studio 2022. New logo, new website, new everything else is out now. Check it out. Check us out. Shows me some love for what I actually want to do with my life. I mean, that's Daniel Adair from Nickelback. How cool is that? Without further ado, let's just hop right into the music video, shall we? EMDR by Dawn of Ashes. I don't know what EMDR means, but a quick Google search reveals the acronym Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing. Is that what Dawn of Ashes meant? Only time will tell. However, we do once again get a content warning right out of the gate, which is always a good sign. They've been teasing on their Instagram for months now the filming of this music video, saying it's going to be the most disturbing, the gnarliest, the craziest thing they've ever made. So that remains to be seen. I don't think they've managed to top themselves since the Torture Device music video. I love a lot of their music videos. Poisoning the Steps of Babel with Nero Bellum. Thought that was an incredible video. None of their projects have quite matched the gritty, raw violence and horrifying just atmosphere that Torture Device captured back in the day. So I'm curious to see if this really can live up to the hype. I've got the lyrics on one screen, I got the music video on the other. I think we're just gonna hop right into it. Thanks again, Christoph Bathory, for reaching out to me on Instagram, inspiring me, prompting me, pulling me, dragging, clawing, kicking, and screaming out of my void and back into the realm of quality content reaction videos. It's good to be back. Who knows how long I'll stay. Okay, sorry, first off, this is very nitpicky, but I'm going to be nitpicky. I'm a videographer now, I make music videos. It's just going to be another dimension to the insight I give into my initial reactions / reviews of tracks and especially music videos. But you can find somebody like a videographer who could shoot this in 4K. Okay, 1080p is totally fine. Most people don't have 4K monitors. I'm just saying. I like the coffin necklace. Whoa. Okay. Once again, back to the agrotech roots, which is a genre that I've been missing in my life. I need it back. The videos, we've got some sort of hypnosis thing going on. We're seeing some horrific visions of the band playing here in a room draped with plastic sheets and chains. Very scary. But I'm into this very droning, pulsing instrumental right now. Let's get into it. Okay. Ugh, okay. Right before this big drop, love the sound of the vocals here. Chilling, haunting, disgusting. It's like slithering through the screen and under my skin. Love the processing on the vocals. Love that sound. Whoa, love this guy.
Stay inside.
feel like I'm still kind of waiting for this song to really explode into its true potential. We're only a minute and 40 in out of like a 6-minute video, so we have some time. Maybe it's a slow burn. I'm finding the instrumental to be, it's like they're pulling back a little bit. They're not quite letting it all go. Same with the vocal performance right now. It's seems really restrained, I think is probably a good way to put it. I love the costume design. It's a mix of like the old school, just their really horrific, just gore soaked attire that they used to have, mixed with this more gothic sentiment thrown in there, even some like cyber goth vibes. I really dig like the whole veil look. Some of his arm movements and head movements remind me a lot of earlier Marilyn Manson music videos. Personally would have shot the video a lot differently if that's the feeling that they were trying to animate. Something seems off about just the lighting or the shot compositions. There's something that's not completely vibing with me just as far as just the visuals go. That's not really the point. Let's jump into the lyrics and see what we got going on here. Pulsing shock, injecting nightmares into memories, torn apart, dig a hole into a place inside the mind. My initial thought is that this seems to speak to some sort of, well, trauma, perhaps, in somebody's past. Memories being tinged by the nightmares injected forcibly into them, any happy moments always overshadowed by this ever-present gloom of the past, this ever-pervading feeling of nightmarish horror of what you've gone through. You're feeling torn apart. There's a place dug deep inside the depths of your mind where this dense core, a dying star of negative thoughts, just sits and like a gravity sink well pulls the rest of your being towards it, despite how maybe the very fringe edges of this personal galaxy is shining bright at its center, at its core, like our own very galaxy. There is a darkness, a heaviness that is inescapable, and it is dragging you down. That's what I'm getting here. The chorus, traumatic distress. Stare inside the violence to hold on to the pain. Stare inside a life that is surrounded by pain. Abuse is a word when there is nothing but blame. Trauma is like a cancer that's an intolerable stain. Trauma. See? My instincts were correct. If that is indeed a connection. In a life surrounded by pain, they stay in the violence to hold on to that pain. Perhaps there's some sort of cyclical abuse going on, or there's some sort of really messed up symbiotic relationship between the abuser and the one being abused. Some people hold on to toxic feelings, relationships, people, whatever it is, because it's if they feel like they can't let go. Despite, actually, I've been talking to a few people who've been in this situation. They hang on to these people despite the fact that they're just terrible to them, treat them like absolute garbage. But there's all these old attached memories and feelings that are hard to let go of, and you, despite feeling terrible all the time when you're with them or because of them, there's still something that draws you to them that it makes it really hard for you to let go. And of course, we can go on the further end where it's just like this person is so incredibly traumatized by the events of their past, by somebody, by something, that it just takes over and consumes their every waking moment, even their sleeping moments, perhaps. Trauma is like a cancer that's an intolerable stain. It's a cancer, it spreads, it's no net positive, right? It just destroys you from the inside out. It's an intolerable stain on our society. And then going into the bridge, life feels so empty without you. Life feels so empty without the abuse. See, my synapses are firing so fast today. I am on it. I am predicting these things. I'm predicting the future. Call me Mystic Mac. But that's speaking to exactly what I was talking about, right? The feeling of immense pain or depression, in a way, for some people, in a way, can be addicting. In my experience, sometimes it goes so far you almost look forward to this phase you can sense coming up. It's like a shadow on the horizon that you can tell is coming towards you, that is going to consume you, and you're going to feel just at the bottom again. You've been there before, you know what it's like, and you're almost looking forward to it. It's almost addicting being that sad because it's such an intense feeling. If you're not feeling it, you're kind of just feeling normal. It's just kind of blah. But this all-consuming depression, it just makes it really easy to be wrapped up in your own self-pity, in your own pain, and that can be a dangerous place to be. It's just a feeling, and it's not a healthy way to deal with things. I obviously talk to an expert. Don't be like me. There's a pull to it, which is very dangerous, so you have to be aware of that. Onwards we go. Okay, you know what I think is going on here with the video here? It seems a little off to me is these verses are very creepy. His vocals are they're slithering, they're insidious. And again, the instrumental's kind of muted behind them. There's still obviously that driving beat, but it's nothing explosive, nothing concussive. But they have this crazy strobe that's going on, and it's really at odds with the tone of the music, and then the tone of the video are really at odds here. And there's so much strobe going on and not that much actual action happening in the frame. It just seems, it's just, the contrast is not a good one, in my opinion. I love the costume design. Whoever put together the costume and makeup, gorgeous. I love all these outfits. They look so good. Stare inside the violence to hold on to the pain. Stare inside your identity surrounded by pain. Uses of word, but there is nothing but pain. Even the teeth and everything. Like a cancer that's a tolerable state. Got some bondage action going on here with these two characters, I guess, in the video, the hypnotizer and the hypnotizee. But let's go over the second verse. Ritual disturbance creates a world of suffering. Abuse explains it all when the blackness swallows the heart. So it really seems like this song is about abuse, trauma, I guess potential after effects of it throughout the rest of your life. At least that's what I'm getting with it. Like, it doesn't seem overly cryptic to me. These aren't Cradle of Filth lyrics or anything. It's dark, it hits hard, and it gets to the point. It paints vivid, violent imagery to hammer across its idea, and I think it works effectively. Not to be laughing, but I'm just like laughing at my own just like shift in facial expressions. As soon as I saw, like, I went from to oh. Not okay. That's not an okay response. I'm so sorry. So they're torturing this poor girl. She's putting big, fat needles underneath her fingernails, which is an utterly horrifying thought. But there are these, like, of course, sexual overtones, not undertones, overtones that are now beginning to creep into the video. Some interesting kind of editing techniques, really choppy. I like the editing and stuff. Yeah, let's just see where this goes. Oh yeah. what? It's like not the right color, I don't think. Okay, so that was a whole sequence where he like slits his own throat with his nail and begins gushing forth this corrupted, necrotic tinged blood onto the face of this girl. Oh, we have the same piercing. Nice. So that was a little unexpected, very jarring. Yes, quite gnarly, quite horrifying. Again, I just think it could have been shot better. I'm not a big fan of this shot here. Like, it's kind of an awkward angle, kind of tilted weird to make him look kind of upright, though he's bending forwards to make the blood fall on her face. It just kind of framed a little oddly. I think it could have been more horrifying in a different way. And, you know, you'd be like, hey, Junio, like, if you're going to say all this, you know, you better have some sort of solution. And you know what? Fair enough. I don't have an immediate one. There are some images that are coming to mind, but I'd have to think on it a bit more. Obviously, you have to set up and actually plan and test out a lot of these shots before you actually like commit them to see what's going to work or not. So no, I don't have an instant solution to this video for you guys right now, but I'm sure there is one. Either way, I did like that sequence. Good practical effects. I mean, that looks really good. I love the face, the makeup, the teeth.
I feel so empty without you. I feel so empty without the abuse. I feel so empty without you. I feel so empty without the abuse. Now get the fuck out!
Ugh, here we go. This is what I'm... Okay, see, immediately, this is all incredible. The pace of the video now finally matches the frenetic energy of the music. This image, whatever this is horrifying. With the teeth, the lips peeled back to reveal the teeth and the gums with like things sticking out of it. This is an incredibly horrifying image. Love this. The instrumental is hitting hard. We have the guitars brought much more forward in the mix here, at least that I can tell. This is it seems like the song is finally coming together, along with the video. This is what I've been waiting for 5 minutes. And then it ends? Oh. Oh, well, I do love black goop dripping from your mouth. Oh, final shot. Okay. Okay, so that was EMDR by Dawn of Ashes, a song about trauma, abuse, and the just psychological toll that takes. Overall, I mean, I liked the song. Probably not my favorite Dawn of Ashes track. Again, I feel like it took 5 minutes for the song to really come into its own. Also, not my favorite video. I like the video, but I feel like, again, it was like an exercise in waste of potential. They have all these gorgeous, beautiful costume pieces. Practical effects look incredible. Like the gore shooting out of his throat. I think that looked really convincing. And I love me some practical effects in filmmaking. That's always the way to go. All the band members, full commit. Like, they were going for it. The editing style, I like the editing style, especially at the end when it matched up. Just a lot of the actual, I think, on-set stuff, like the decisions made for the actual compositions and shot choices and the lighting, not a huge fan of personally. Not to like sound all pretentious or anything, but I'm just telling you what I think. I like the lyrics. I think that they did speak to me. You know, not necessarily that the abuse side of things. I wouldn't claim that I've been abused, really. I think I explained myself already. It speaks to me. It speaks to me in a way, right? And art can do that, whether it pertains to your particular situation or you find solace and meaning in aspects of it, right? So I like that. I quickly though, I just want to briefly look at this music video again. Like this is horrifying. This is, I think, the low quality actually adds to the atmosphere. Whereas the most recent one, I feel like kind of suffered from the lack of high fidelity. Like if you're gonna try and go for the HD look, you gotta have, it's gotta look clean. You know, this looks like a serial killer's home video. You can't be halfway in the middle. This is what a disgusting, horrifying aesthetic. Like, look at this guy. They're just, and the lighting here, whether it was intentional or not, it looks like there was intention behind all of the direction and the lighting choices. Like, even stuff like this. Now, not to just be like one of those guys that is like, oh, I only listened to old Dawn of Ashes and they're like way better. Like, no. I think I have really enjoyed their music over the years. That video has always really epitomized their appeal to me, personally. And again, I just don't think that they've managed to recapture that just feeling of horror since then. And I don't want to make this whole video a comparison between the two. I think it's just because on their Instagram they're teasing it as like the gnarliest thing they've ever made. So, of course, being such a huge fan of Torture Device, my expectations were set quite high. Independently of that, I still enjoyed this music video. I think that it just suffers from the same problem as the last music video that I looked at for them, is that they have way more resources at their disposal now. There's just not a spark when it comes to actually interpreting that across, like, in camera or something. Something's being lost here, at least for me. You know what, and if all the fans love it, I'm stoked. I hope they all do, and I hope the band is really happy with the video. They should be. It is a good video. Like, not to be like, oh, I can make way better, blah, blah. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I would like to think so. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was worth it, me coming back and making this. I don't know. I really don't know if I will continue making regular videos again. If enough of you guys watch it and want me back, maybe I'll come back. Maybe if you'll pay me. Either way, this was quite fun. It was a nice little break from my regular routine of floundering around in the dark abyss of life. This is almost nostalgic in a way, talking to you guys, talking to nobody, talking to the people that exist only in pixels. But it was nice, and it was nice to listen to new music, listen to heavy music, watch a gnarly video, and talk about it. I like that. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. If you liked the video, make sure to like it. If you like my channel, make sure to subscribe. I don't remember what else I used to say at the end of these videos. If somebody could help me out, leave the rest of my outro in the comments down below. But until the next time I get dragged out of retirement, this has been Junio, signing out. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time.